Hey guys, here we are ready to run the benchmarking on our brand new Xidax X-2 Outlaw. We have everything installed and configured. We've loaded all of our software, and now we're going to run the RealBench 2.56 benchmarking test. This is going to run several different kinds of tests to see how the system performs in a variety of different types of settings. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up. It's going to do image editing, video encoding, OpenCL, and heavy multitasking. Total runtime should be about 5 or 6 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and start this up, and we'll time lapse through to the end so we don't spend 6 minutes watching the screen do not a whole lot. But here we go. Okay, and there we are. Real benchmark is done. We have a system score of 94,772. You can see the CPU reached a maximum temperature of 72 degrees Celsius during that run. We are running an Intel Core i5 with 16 megs of RAM. So we got a decent system here, running an Nvidia GeForce GTX 1060 graphics card with 6 gigs of RAM on it. So fairly respectable machine. We've not overclocked it or done anything special to tweak its performance. This is just exactly how it came to us from Xidax. So the next thing to do is to compare those numbers, that system score there of 94,000, with similar machines. And ASUS, Republic of Gamers, the folks who put this together, actually have a place where you can upload those scores, so we can jump out there and take a look, see how that stacks up against similar kinds of machines, same kind of processor, same kind of RAM, similar video card, that sort of thing. So let's go take a look and see what we're looking at over there. Alright, here we are at the RealBench version 2 leaderboard, and I have set it to look for systems that are similar to ours, desktop machines using an Intel processor, i5 core with one Nvidia video card. The top system on that configuration has a score of 154,880. That's considerably higher than ours. So let's jump in. We'll go to page 4. Let's see how the scores are looking there. Just over 100,000 at page 4, still a little above us. Jump to page 6. 100,000 dropping down into the high 90s, just right ahead of us. Let's go to page 7. This is going to be where we would fall. So there we are. We're looking at a score of 94 and change. We're going to be falling right in here. So page 7 out of how many pages do they have going so far? Well, 17 and counting. So page 7 out of 17 plus, that's not too bad. I'd say we've got a respectable score on that benchmark. And the last thing for us to do is to actually play a game, do something to stress the system in a real world setting. So I think to do that, we will play one of the newest games out there, and that is Subnautica. Nice game that just launched a week or 10 days ago maybe. After several years in early access, I did have a chance to play it a bit before it launched, and it's a lot of fun. And so I've got a new game that I've started once it launched. I started it up to see what the changes were. I'll jump into that game real quick. We'll take a spin around, see how it looks, and see what kind of performance we get out of it. And here we are in Subnautica. Well, that's good. Nice to know that we have power. Here we are in Subnautica. This is my small temporary base that I've built. I've got a little bit of food production going here so I can have food to eat. A little bit of storage. We've got a power generation here, bioreactor. Just currently composting some plant material there. It's my snack machine for quick food when I don't feel like harvesting. Stored my titanium, which is a primary building component there. Most of the stuff is built out of titanium and a few other things. Trash can to get rid of stuff in. Fabricator to make things. If you've got the raw materials, you can make all sorts of things. You can make raw materials, you can process raw materials, you can combine them. Electronics, food, water. Food and water are big in this game. Personal equipment, personal tools, that sort of thing. You can make all that here. It's your radio, it's your link to the outside world, such as it is. This is my scanner room. Currently have it scanning. You can see there for shale. So it's telling us where shale might be found in the region, and we don't see any red dots, which means currently the scanner is not detecting shale in our area. And that becomes important once you start building advanced items, because certain minerals, here's some of my metals, copper, lead, gold, silver, lithium. Some of these minerals are only found in certain types of deposits, shale being one that we would find some of the higher value items in. Lithium perhaps in shale, but also diamond, which is a pretty tough one to get, and we need that for some highly specialized things. Here I've got just a scattering of resources. Some of these refined, some of them not. Water, obviously. Lubricant, that's a refined resource. Power cells, those are refined. Wire, titanium ingots, silicone rubber. These are refined resources for the most part. And like I said, this is a temporary base, so it's just enough to give me places to put some things, a place to get some food. Speaking of food, let's go get a little bit. It's starting to get peckish, I'd say. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to go out and look at all that in a minute. Let's grab a Chinese potato and a couple of lantern fruit. We'll eat those here real quick. And that should help us out with our nagging little hunger problem. Let's go out and see what's going on outside. This is the beautiful world of Subnautica. It is an ocean planet, and the graphics are stunning. This place looks like you could actually be there, which is a good thing. Hey, that's handy. We'll pick that up. Stalker tooth. Stalkers are annoying. They get all over everywhere. They get into things, but they break their teeth periodically. And those teeth can be used in manufacturing certain items that are of use to us. So I'll pick that up and take it with me. This looks lovely, but don't be deceived. It's actually even nicer than that. No, I'm kidding. It is lovely, but it's also quite deadly. Those aren't deadly. mostly harmless. There we are, the view from the outside looking in. We were inside looking out. Here's our scanner room. See the scan module there on the top spinning around. These are temporary storage modules. I was using them before I got my base operational. I don't really need them now, but there's not much else to do with them, so I just leave them there in case I have a need. But this is a fascinating game. These coral tubes, you can actually swim through a lot of these. There we come right up onto the surface. And there's the life pod we crashed on this world in. That's the ship we were in when we crashed. So, yeah, hope that's not too much of a spoiler. But, yeah, you crash. You start this game by crashing, in fact. It's quite the introduction. We happened to crash in this particular game start. We crashed on this handy little reef here that's quite a shallow area, which is not a bad thing, considering that you start without any particular resources at hand. That's a bad guy chasing me. Fortunately, he blew up too far away to do any damage. But they're a problem early on. They can hurt you pretty bad. Oh, first aid kit. Don't have anything in my inventory here. I've taken it all out pretty much and moved it over to the base. But this is where you start. You have to repair it. It's actually damaged when you land, but you have to repair it, repair the systems in it, and you do that by scavenging the sea to get resources. As you can see, it goes on for miles. And the truth of the matter is there are a few land masses on this planet, but mostly it's ocean. So if you like the ocean, this is a great game because there's plenty of it. If you don't like the ocean, it's still a great game. You just won't like the ocean so well. But it's a fascinating world they've built here. Got a lot of nifty story elements going on. Graphics are stunning. It's a good game for people who like problem solving and base building. Those two things will get a lot of work out in this game. It is single player only, so if you're looking for a cooperative... Thank you, it's good to be home. If you were looking for cooperative play, this is not the game for you. But if you're looking for something that you can do on your own, while away some hours, enjoy creating something, this is definitely worth giving a look. It's available on Steam, I think for $25 perhaps. And like I said, it just launched, so it's a new game. You'll see lots of folks playing it. There's lots of YouTube folks putting up their Let's Plays. I'll probably do a Let's Play series myself. Like I said, this one I started once it launched just to see what the differences were. There are some. And we'll let that go for now. And I think that's enough for you to see kind of what this computer is able to do. The graphics on this one, like I said, really stunning. I'd love to see them on an even larger screen than what I have, but for now they're doing well. And I have not run into any issues with it. No hiccups, no glitches, no stutters. And that I'm very happy with. So all in all, Xidax, thank you for a wonderful machine. I'm having a lot of fun with it, and it's going to serve us very well in the future. So with that, I'll let you go. Thank you for joining us, and look forward to more content coming out from us on a regular basis. We hope to see you around. If you've enjoyed what we're doing here, be sure and hit the like button. And if you'd like to see more, hit the subscribe. If you really, really like what we're doing and would like to see us do more of it, of course, consider becoming a patron and supporting us that way. Links are in the description below. We do hope to see you around. So thanks again for joining us, and we'll catch you next time.